Hey, everybody. Good morning. Greetings, salutations. It's nighttime! Well, that was what people were chanting last night as the Vegas Golden Knights wrapped up their third Stanley Cup appearance in franchise history. And T-Mobile was rocking last night. Paulie and I ended up shooting down to the game. We're back in the Findlay Hyundai studio, ready to rock and roll the show today. TA's pushing all the buttons. I don't know why the national guys were trying to steal our show slot.
Our thunder, yes.
It's the local. We only have the only local show in town. We need to have at least 2 hours.
Yes.
To chat it up here with you on May 27th. Good Wednesday morning to you. Devin, Dixon, Paul Ratliff, Tara Atkin. And this was the sound from Dan Duva last night, final 30 seconds or so, as it ticked down to another Stanley Cup appearance.
Down to 25 seconds. Here comes Natchez once more. Knocked away by Stone! Puck stays in the Colorado end with 20 seconds. McCarr retrieves. Stone fronting the breakout. Stone stiff knock from his hands. Gets a fresh one from the bench. Entry denied by Colorado. McCarr has the puck with 9 seconds. Colorado can't get it in at center ice. Eichel banks it in. This one will go to the final seconds, and this one is a home ice clincher. For the first time in franchise history, the Knights clinch the Western Conference at T-Mobile Arena. For the third time in 9 years, they're going to the Stanley Cup Final.
Oh, the Sicilian sound by Dan Duva, voice
he always delivers.
Of the Knights, Golden Knights. Unbelievable. First Stanley Cup final team with under 40 wins in an 80-plus game season since the 2002 Hurricanes. They had 95 points in the regular season. We were talking about this last night. Paulie and I were like, okay, if the Habs or the Canes win, who's got home ice? We were like, man, both those teams had more points during the regular season. The Knights only, I mean, 95 points. You know, it wouldn't even have been enough points to make the playoffs in the East this year.
Yeah.
Isn't that incredible? That the turnaround? If you took the Knights plus 25 plus 3,000, like 25, 30 to 1, basically, and you predicted a sweep, you are bold, sir.
That's right.
You are very bold. Because I did not have that on my bingo card or Tara's bingo card this morning.
No.
I mean, I think we all picked the Knights pre-series.
7. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know I had 7. I think we all had it going deep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We thought that, you know, this was going to be one of those long haul, grueling, back and forth, trading a win for a win, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. And the Knights just ripped the Avs hard out. And I kind of knew last night the Knights had them on the ropes. Paulie, I think you kind of alluded to it. I mean, without a healthy McKinnon or where's McCarr?
Yeah.
Where's McCarr?
Yes.
Where's McCarr?
Yes, the line of the night.
Where's McCarr?
Dude, where's McCarr?
I don't know. He's in the training room again.
You were wondering that. You were asking some
Where's
Avalanche
McCarr?
fans on the way out.
Where's
you were
McCarr?
wondering where he is.
Well, I was just asking where my car was.
Yeah. I heard about the guy that had the little mini brooms that he was handing out to the.
Yeah, the Av fans. I didn't think I couldn't even hear them. Were they in the building? I didn't even see them till we walked out, and then there was pockets of Av fans.
Yeah,
and I'll give them credit. One Avs fan came up to us and was like, "Hey, congrats, good luck in the cup."
Yeah.
And that was the only exchange I had with an Avs fan that was positive, but there was a positive Avs fan.
Yeah.
The other one was like, at least our goalie's not a rapist.
Yeah.
And I was just
low blow.
I was like, whoa.
Oh, wow.
I was like, man, I'm not the
acquitted.
judge or the jury, but last I checked, he did get acquitted.
He's
I mean,
acquitted.
I don't.
Right, yeah.
The whole
All
mess.
of them. Yeah, all those players were. So
I was just like, gosh, I think we were talking about that after the game.
yeah,
And we're talking about
that was quite the soundbite from that Avs fan.
we were talking about Ariza.
The guy,
the
the punter
punter
for San Diego State.
Remember,
Yeah.
he got drafted in the later rounds by Buffalo. I think he was like a 5th round draft pick.
Yeah. You
And
look
then,
that up.
and then the story comes out. This woman makes accusations against him, and then they cut him after camp, and he doesn't make the 53-man roster. And I don't know if he would have or wouldn't have. If
6th round, 180th overall was where he was picked.
Yeah, and it kind of ruined his career.
It did.
Yeah.
Cost him hundreds of thousands of dollars, and probably. I mean, you're going in as a draft pick as a kicker. They're planning on you making the roster.
Yeah.
Then you have all this legal stuff hanging over you, and you become an easier cut.
Yeah.
It's a reason we don't need that mess. We'll find somebody else.
Less
It's just
drama.
as good
Yeah.
for less drama and bad publicity for the organization.
Sure.
If it's true, it ends up, a year later in the legal process plays out. She made the whole thing up.
Yeah.
And he was all charges were dropped. But that does happen. So I was just like, whoa, I didn't even.
Yeah, that's a
I didn't
spicy
fire back.
meatball there.
I didn't even fire
Leave
back.
that one alone.
I didn't even fire back.
She was bitter.
Oh, yeah.
She was bitter.
There was Avs fans more than I saw in the arena. I mean, it's a big arena. It seats 17,000, or is it 19,000?
I think it's 19,000.
19,000, about 900, just under
Just
20,000.
under 20,000, I think.
And it was packed. It was packed. It was loud. I was there. I've only been to 2 postseason games. I went down to game 2 of the Ducks series when they played Anaheim. Did I make it to a Mammoth game? I don't think I did.
It's hockey 17,563 for the capacity.
Oh.
17.5?
17.5. For
Yeah.
UFC, it gets up to 20,000.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, they got some standing
Floor
room.
seats and stuff.
Yeah.
They got some standing room. They've got the Clyde Lounge up top. You got the
The
two-
Tower Club. No
two-
longer the Clyde Lounge.
whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And then you've got the 2 bars where people stand and have high tops and stuff, kind of above where where arguably you could put the best suites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could.
And they have areas there where if you're in the middle sections, you can just go up and you got your own facility and your own bar.
Yeah.
But only those sections. You have to have a ticket to get into that.
Sure.
But I don't. So most of those are ticketed. I don't know how many people are just standing and getting into those places. I don't think you can buy a standing room ticket just to get into like the Jack Daniels or the Bud Light Lounge, can you?
I don't think so.
I think they've renamed them too.
Yeah, the Ghost Lounge.
The
now.
Ghost Lounge.
Yeah, Ghost.
Ghost is taking over the. They're trying to get in the
what is that?
Power
the energy
bar,
drink?
energy drink.
Yeah,
it's actually one of the more healthy energy drinks on the market. So, good win. What stood out to you as you watched it on TV last night, TA?
Just the puck control, and I mean, the Avs were in it the whole time. It was a very clean game. Both teams were clean, had good puck control, but Carter Hart played out of his mind. He was insane.
Even the goal he gave up, I thought it was kind of a tumbling, rolling puck that kind of shot up over his shoulder. He was in a great position. He saw it coming. It just, it was a weird shot.
Yeah.
I don't want to call it, what do you call it, puck luck?
Puck luck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it wasn't a rifle shot to the corner and it beat him off a great pass. It just kind of was a rolling puck, and he flipped it up over his shoulder and went right in.
Yeah,
that's right. It was an unlucky bounce, but the Stone breakaway to start the game really got this fueled up. Like you could just tell the Knights were ready to go. We got the audio from Dan Duva last night as this was how they broke the seal early on. And I think it was about what, 5 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
So 0-0, we're playing, scoreless hockey through about 5 minutes, and then this happens.
Back ahead come the Avalanche, hard off the stick of McCarr and into the right corner. If he reels that in, he might have a scoring chance. It's down in the right corner for the Avalanche, but McCarr is outnumbered. Taken by the Knights. Theodore to McNabb, who lifts it ahead. Stone behind everybody. In the clear. Forehand. He scores!
What about that pass from McNabb?
right.
Mark Stone has the first Golden Knights first period goal of the series. 1-0 Knights, 5 minutes into the game. Here in Western Conference Final, game number 4.
Oh, it's good to have Stoner back.
Yeah, it is.
Another reason for Knights fans to celebrate on a Tuesday night. Mark Stone getting the party started. This one, you had some power plays, you had some chances, you were really, never comfortable, even when you had the 1-goal lead and you were dominating. There was a stretch in the second and even into the third period. I didn't see a Colorado shot for it seemed like a half an hour.
Yeah.
Like sitting in the seats, you kind of lose track of time. You're a little bit more locked into the time, I feel like, when you're sitting on your couch. When you're on TV, you always noticing the time more. In the arena, you're seeing the people watching the game. You're looking at the bench, the coach. You're talking to people around you.
Yes.
You're listening to the two guys behind you. Wish they were in the broadcast booth with Paul Ratliff.
Yes, we had some armchair commentators behind us.
Oh, boy.
Every penalty, every call.
Yes. They were hockey on the forefront of expert right there behind us.
Yeah. but there was a stretch where there was the checking last night. We were listening to the post.
Yeah.
We were on 94.7 Fox Sports Radio in Las Vegas, home of the Vegas Golden Knights Radio Network and Dan Duva. And, the guy that hosts the post-game show is talking about it, but when he went to the podium, that was the number one thing that Torts was talking about. He said this was our best checking game of the season, the playoffs. He said he loved that. He said it was something they've been working on. And again, he keeps reiterating, I'm just staying out of their way.
Yeah, he used the guidance counselor term in
guidance
the postgame.
Counselor. Yeah, Torts is a guidance counselor now,
right.
We learned.
Yeah, he said that. I think the reporter asked the question, what have you done to make this group better? Like, what's the difference between you and Cassidy? Why is this team on the precipice of winning another cup? He said, I didn't do much of anything. I just get the obstacles out of the way so these guys can play. I don't think he does much button pushing, and I think he just kind of lets this team he's like the bowling lane blockers. He just keeps them reined in and just lets them produce. And this is a world-class team. Like when you think about the Olympians just on the Knights, you had Jack Eichel, Noah Hannafin, oh man, I'm blanking on some names right now, but they had a ton of Olympians. So, I mean, this was a stacked team with a ton of talent, and we knew it was going to be good. But I think the regular season kind of underserved a little bit as far as the win total and the point total. But I think they've playing their best hockey right now, and that's what's important.
The Avalanche were held by the Knights to 1 goal for only the 3rd time during the postseason. That was only the 3rd time, and they were 8-1 going into this series. They had lost 1 game to the Minnesota Wild in that series, and that was it. And they swept in the first round. They were just rolling into this series.
Yeah,
and the Golden Knights were very deliberate with their checking. And Nathan MacKinnon, who led the Avalanche with 15 points in the playoffs, he finishes the series without a goal.
Yeah, they shut him down.
He had at least 1 in the 6 previous playoff games. He doesn't score in any of the 4 losses.
That's right. I think there was 2 things. We talked about it before the series. Wedgwood is not an elite goaltender. The Wild scored on him. We talked about it. The Knights are going to be able to score on this guy, but can Carter Hart keep the Avalanche's potent attack out of the net? And he has. Like Tara said, he played one of the best games I've ever seen from him last night. Yeah. And this is crazy to think that right now they're plus 120 to win the Cup. Right now.
It was plus 155 before last night.
That's
so
right.
It went down.
They opened at plus 1,200 to win it all on BetMGM at the start of the playoffs.
Yep.
Knock a 0 off there. Now they're at plus 120.
And look, I mean, Avalanche, they ran into a buzzsaw. The Vegas seemingly is getting better. Mammoth got 2, Ducks got 2, these young, hungry teams. And then you get this experienced President's Cup trophy team, and you sweep them. And the checking last night, and Jared Bednar, he's got a good team. He's got good players. They got a good coaching staff. But they just got outplayed.
I think Bednar gave up even before the game. We got it on the Twitter, actually. He was actually seen. A fan spotted him. And Spitting Chicklets retweeted it. They posted the post. But looks like Bednar before the game was at the tables just hanging out. Did not care a worry in the world that they were facing a sweep, but that's him, just chilling at the blackjack table before Game 4. So crazy to think that a coach of an NHL team and the biggest game of the season would just want to splash some chips around, but that's what he was doing. Confirmed. No, this isn't a hoax or anything. This is confirmed.
Looks like Bednar to me from the photo.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, he was afterwards he said, hey, that's a really good hockey team. We ran into a buzzsaw. They just won. They deserve all the credit. It's not a knock on our guys. The Colorado Avalanche coach said, I just think we played hard and didn't find enough solutions to what they were doing in order to win the series. You didn't find solutions at the blackjack table?
That's where he was.
X's and O's. He said humility.
Well, his big guns didn't step up. I mean, you already mentioned McKinnon. Natchez was a no-show the whole series.
Landeskog was there.
He was good.
Probably their best player, most consistent player. What do you have, 2 or 3 goals in the series?
But Brock Nelson, Artays, like all these guys, where were they? Where were they the whole series?
Getting checked.
Getting checked. Yeah, that's right, buddy.
Yeah. And Coach went on to say humility is a certain word you use for it. I think that's sports in general. I think you're going to run into that a lot on any given day or a given year, especially in the playoffs. So losing sucks, and losing 4 straight is worse.
And the Avalanche are an old team as well. I saw a post on Twitter. They've got most of their core is above 29 years old. McKinnon's 30. Kadri is 34. A lot of the pieces of the Avalanche, McCarr's around 29. So a lot of these pieces that have been so good for them for so long are getting older, and like the aging of your core is a tough thing to deal with in hockey. So we'll see how the Avalanche respond. We know one thing: they're golfing this week. They're going home. So the Knights advance.
Ninth banner in as many seasons are going to be now hung from the rafters at T-Mobile Arena. 2-1. I would call it a smothering win last night.
Yeah.
And look, you got the 5 division titles. You came into the league in 2017. That was the inaugural season, the 2017-2018 season. And you had 5 division titles since then, and then the Stanley Cup. Then you add in, 3 appearances and all the way to 9 now. It could add a 10th if they can get that second Stanley Cup banner. But we got to wait. We got to wait. 2-1 lead in the East right now goes to Carolina after the overtime winner chicken dinner the other night. That feels like it could go 6 or 7.
Yeah, it could.
I mean, especially if the Habs tie it up 2-2 tonight. And we when is game one of the Stanley Cup? Do we have a whole week and a half? You got to let 4, 5, 6, and 7 all play out, even if necessaries before they start. They won't move it up, will they?
I don't think
the
so.
Stanley Cup dates are set.
Yeah.
So look, rust. I feel like we've had that conversation a lot lately. The rest versus rust, and I think for a team like the Knights, with Wild Bill coming off injury, with Stone needing a couple games off at the start of this series, didn't play till game 3 back home. I think a little time off is going to be really, really nice. And you kind of think maybe the Habs and the Canes are just going to go 7 and battle it out and beat on each other.
Yeah. I mean, the Canes have reached the Eastern Conference Finals 4 out of the last 5 years. I mean, this has been a team that's been knocking on the door for years for the Stanley Cup Final. So I'm in the belief that I think they're going to advance. I mean, the Habs are a fun, young, upstart team that's really skilled with a ton of good players. But I think the Canes this has been in the works for a while for this franchise. So you're going to see a team tonight, I think, that's going to take a commanding lead in the series with the Canes.
See, I think the Habs clap back. So
do you?
We disagree.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I don't.
Canes have been the best overtime team in hockey, and every game seems to go to overtime for them, and they find ways to win.
Yeah, they haven't lost an overtime game in the playoffs. Were they 4-0 or 5-0? I think they've won every single playoff overtime game.
Yes.
Yeah. Good stuff last night. Fortress was rocking. Knights are in the cup. Colorado McKinnon gave it a go.
He did.
Tried to play.
Carr gutted through it the last 2 games.
And those guys were unavailable for morning skate, but come game time,
they got to go.
Yeah, it's a make or break. It's do or die. It's, losing you're done. And obviously, Stone got the scoring going early in that game, and the defense took over last night as the Knights get the 2-1 victory and punch their ticket to Lord Stanley's Cup, where they will await the winner of Montreal or Carolina. Off and running. Good to have you in Finley Hyundai Studio. Hey, need a new car? How about the Elantra? 58 miles per gallon. Up to 58 miles per gallon. That sounds pretty good with the pump prices right now. And how about a $1,000 gas card? Go check it out. With any new car purchase, the Santa Fe, the Tucson, the stunning new designed Palisade or Palisade Hybrid, $1,000 gas card. But this deal is their 7-day sale, only good through this Saturday, so the end of the month. So you only have a couple more days to get on over there. Off exit 13, just off the interstate, and you'll find the Sienna Hills Auto Mall. And the only dealership, the first dealership there's going to be more down the road. But Finley Hyundai, still on the saving side of the freeway. Just new home for about a year and a half. They've been over there now off exit 13. Got to take the break. Back in a flash. Off and running. How about those VGK Knights? Hey, we're back, everybody. We are having ghosts in the studio, and it's not even Halloween. It's not even October. Apologize there. Getting national satellite does not want to stop playing over the top of our show slot or our commercials. So we're trying to get that all dialed in for you. But we're back live. It's The Drive from the Finley Hyundai Studios. $1,000 gas card at Finley Hyundai if you need a new car. You got to get over there before Saturday. That deal absolutely ends on Saturday night when they close because they're not open on Sunday at the end of the month. So you got to get over there by Saturday or any day this week prior to that to take advantage of their great deals, great MPG, and $1,000 gas card with any new car purchase. Devin, Paulie, Tara, let's go. Would you rather today? And it's brought to you by our friends at Zag. Protect it better. Stop by your 2 St. George or your Zag location. Don't zig, just Zag. All right, I don't know what Paulie's got up his sleeve. He's like, I want to do some Would You Rather today. But Tara and I are in the dark here. We don't know what Paulie's got up his sleeve unless he sent the questions to Tara.
I did. Tara's got it.
Okay.
She can see the light.
But if this backfires, if everybody hates this segment, don't blame me. Don't blame me. Fair?
Fair.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Would you rather Spurs Knicks or OKC Knicks for the finals?
Well, I would rather have the Spurs and the Knicks because I picked the Spurs to win the title before the season started. And I love it when I'm right.
Yes.
Paulie and I have this thing where we love it when we're right. I don't know if it's sports broadcasting 101, like the first course you take, but in our profession, it pays to be right.
At the 100 level class of being right, that everyone in radio takes that class. You want to be right.
Yeah.
When you can be, but, not always right. I mean, sometimes you take some misses, but I think I would go with the Spurs Knicks as well. Yeah, I think OKC, the narrative is it's dry. I think they're kind of foul merchants. They kind of play a different style of basketball. I really like Wembanyama. I like the way the Spurs play. I mean, they're just more of a fun team to watch. They're better for TV. I think the Knicks and them would be the better matchup.
I think if I'm the Knicks, they'll never admit to this. Usually you don't. But if I'm the Knicks, I'd rather play San Antonio 100% over OKC.
Yeah.
OKC is deeper. They defend better on the perimeter. Nobody in the league has had an answer for SGA. The Thunder are relentless for 48 minutes. I know Wemby's a freak. I get that. But I would rather take my chances with him. Plus, there's the back-to-back theory, like the pride of trying to go back-to-back. Not many teams get the opportunity to roll it back and win 2 in a row. The experience factor of OKC. I mean, what did McCain have last night? 24?
Yeah.
24, right. And they started him. And he's like usually their second guy off the bench.
Yeah.
I mean, it just seems like OKC is making adjustments, even though they are the defending champs. They're shuffling the deck a little bit, and it worked last night.
Yeah, they're getting big contributions from Hartenstein. I mean, he had 15 rebounds last night. I mean, he's controlling the block. And where they give up for Chet's rebounding and getting bodied sometimes. I mean, he's a good rebounder, block shots, but sometimes you need a thicker body down there to defend Wembanyama. And I think Hartenstein's done a good job, realistically. So he had 6 offensive rebounds, recycles for the offense last night. That's big.
Wemby's now played 15 playoff games in this postseason. Everybody's fallen in love with Wemby.
Yes.
And, the half-court shots, the long alley-oop dunks, he's just go-go gadget arms. I mean, he plays hard. I've been commenting throughout the postseason how I love how hard he plays. Seems like he has passion for the game. He loves to compete. But he shot it horrible. Worst playoff shooting performance last night when they needed a win in Game 5. And now the backs are against the wall for the Spurs. The backs are against the wall for sure. It's going to be tough to get the next 2 in a row against OKC.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and I know SGA started a little bit slow, but other guys hold it down. That's just such a deep, experienced team. If I'm the Knicks, I would rather play the Spurs, and I picked the Spurs. So even more reasons for me to rather go that way.
Okay, let's go to the next one then.
Okay, hang on. I got to get back. I'm
you're
dealing
good.
with other things.
Go.
Did you want to?
No, go ahead.
All right. So for still unsigned, Would you rather Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, or Deebo Samuel?
Interesting one.
I'm not a big Diggs guy.
No.
Yeah, I know.
So he's out.
He's probably the most productive of the three.
It was
though.
Debo, and who was the other one?
Tyreek Hill, who had a catastrophic injury last year. So
Yeah.
and he's still. I mean, he was
So
once
it's
one of the
Debo.
most feared receivers in the NFL. So it's just like I don't know if anyone wants him at this point. He's been sitting on the scrap heap for months now. Free agency opened like what?
There's
like
the
a month and a half
off-season
ago.
baggage. There's the
Yeah.
personality, the dynamics in the locker room. Like if we're talking just productivity,
Yeah.
I would rank them Tyreek Hill 1, Diggs 2, Debo 3. But Tyreek, I think, is the scariest weapon of the three when healthy.
Yes.
I think he affects the defensive game plan the most.
the go route. Yeah.
Even at 32, coming off injuries, he's still got a ceiling, I think, if he's with the right quarterback. So as scary as that is, Diggs, as much of a prima donna as I think Stephon Diggs, as much as, I'm not sure about how good a teammate he is,
produces.
he's probably the safest option.
Yes.
Like, this is the guy, the contenders. If you think your team can make a Super Bowl run, you should probably look at Diggs.
Yeah, off the scrap heap last year, 85 catches, 1,013 yards, and 4 touchdowns.
Debo
Pretty
might
good production for a 30. What is he? 30. He was born in 1993. He's 32 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Debo is the most unique. He's a hybrid between running back and wide receiver.
Yeah, but he gets hurt a lot.
But the yak yards are there.
Yeah.
But Debo, his value, it really, like I said, you need a quarterback with Diggs, you really need a system. You need a playbook that really showcases what he can do for you in all areas. And I don't think that's as easy as it sounds to do. So I think overall, I would rather roll the dice with the off-field trouble, the injuries, and I would probably go slide edge Tyreek Hill.
All right, let's go to the next one here. Let's go in the safeties, as Derwin James just became the #1 paid safety of all time, highest paid safety ever. Would you take Derwin James or Earl Thomas or Sean Taylor for a career? I mean, Sean Taylor, my guy, Earl Thomas, your guy, and Derwin James, the highest paid safety. So I would say it's hard to take anyone over Earl Thomas. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I don't know. Derwin James probably on that track as well. Sean Taylor gone way too soon. But I would say I would take Earl Thomas.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look.
He covered a lot of field.
Sean Taylor, peak talent, the career resume is cut short.
Yeah, 2007 he died.
But look, Sean Taylor was the most terrifying safety. He was
Yes.
6'2", 230. He was a lot more like Cam Chancellor than
He was a
Earl
linebacker.
Thomas.
Yeah,
Yes.
he was huge.
He played with cornerback range, but linebacker aggression and violence and I mean, he felt like one of those perfect ratings on Madden that you create
Yeah.
a player with.
That's right. He was a big fella, and he moved fast.
If Sean Taylor played 12-plus seasons, 12 to 15 healthy seasons,
He's a Hall of Famer.
he would be talked about like we talk about Ed Reed or Ronnie Lott.
Or Troy Polamalu or some of those guys.
One of the greatest safeties ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gone way too soon.
But because he was gone too soon, and Earl Thomas actually won a Super Bowl, has the best actual NFL resume of the three. He was part of the Legion of Boom. He was the best single high safety from 2010 to 2019 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And his range and the way he flowed.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground.
Really changed how Seattle was able to play defensively. And look, I'm a homer. I mean, Derwin James is really versatile. Obviously, he's getting a huge payday.
Yeah, he's really good.
He can blitz off the edge. He's a good corner cover. He can play up with a backer. He's physical.
No rings, though, like
Yeah.
you said, for Earl Thomas. And Derwin James has been a really productive player for a long time, and that payday shows that. He's kind of that hybrid that can play linebacker, safety, be in the box, play deep center field. He's a first-time All-Pro once in 2018, and he's a 4-time second-team All-Pro. So this is a really good player, but I think I'd take Earl and Sean over him. All right, let's go to the next one here. All right. This one's more for you than me to attend the Masters, which you've already done, or the Ryder Cup.
I'd go back to the Masters.
Really?
No question asked. Like, the Ryder Cup's cool on TV.
Okay.
But you're only watching like 8 twosome, or 14, 12, if you want to be precise, matches when you go singles. But you know, in the 4-ball and everything, there's only, a handful of groups on an 18-hole golf course.
Yeah.
So you either got to just brave the masses, which Augusta, of course, is going to have masses too,
Right,
and try to follow one group. Because if you sit on a hole just to watch golfers come through, you're going to see 4 groups come through, and then you're done.
Yeah.
So I would much rather go back to Augusta. As soon as you drive down Magnolia Lane, as soon as you get walking through the entrance there and you see the driving range off to your left, and as soon as you step across a fairway and you feel that grass under your feet, so as soon as you pluck a strand of grass and put it in your mouth, I mean, it's just, there's something special. It's just so beautiful. It's so historic. It's so iconic.
Yeah.
I think everybody should get the opportunity. I know. My son is like, Dad, I really would like to go. If you go to the Masters again, you're taking me with, and because he didn't go with me the first time I went.
There you go. Yeah, get him in there.
I know it's kind of a bucket list for any golfer that loves the game to go to Augusta at some point in time.
That's right. All right, let's go to the last one here, as this one will be for the Utah Jazz. If A.J. DeBonza goes number 1, would you rather Darren Peterson, the presumed number 2 pick, Boozer, or Caleb Wilson?
I love Caleb Wilson.
So DeBonza trade is off the table. You've got to take the pick.
I love Caleb Wilson. I love his upside, but I feel like you have enough front court. I really think the Jazz have to go Peterson.
I think so too.
I think you need the best shooter. You pair him with Keontae. You haven't had a really. I mean, I know Mark can hit 3. I know everybody can hit 3s. You wouldn't be in the NBA if you can't hit a 3-pointer. But I want a dead-eye 3-point shooter. I want a guy that could become. I don't even need him to become Steph Curry. Just resemble Steph Curry. Like, give me 4 threes a game and 16 points, and I'm happy. I mean, that could be the missing ingredient for the Utah Jazz. The 3-point shot has changed the game. I mean, when Wemby's stepping out there hitting threes, that changes the game. You can't guard that with that length. He's 7'3". But Peterson is going to shoot a high percentage. I know there's the concerns about the injuries in college. I'm not too terribly worried about that. Paulie, was it you that was telling me how much higher rated he was coming into college out of high school compared to DeBonza?
Yes, he was the higher ranked high school prospect.
Like, this guy has been, I mean, there's been pressure
since the
on
beginning.
him.
He's been a high school stud, like, colt, thoroughbred horse, like 5-star recruit. Like, so this kid's always had the expectations. And Sarah Todd from the Deseret News wrote a really good article, The Curious Case of Darren Peterson. And it talks about the creatine, the cramping, and a lot of people thought that was kind of BS whenever he released that right before the draft combine. But I think he really wanted to let people know that it was a real thing for him. So, I mean, I think that he is the best player available. If DeBonza's gone, you got to go Peterson, because you can get Keontae and him in the backcourt for years and have your backcourt set in Utah. So you got Jaren Jackson, you got Kessler, you got Lowry. You got enough pieces of big guys. You don't need another big guy.
Yeah, I mean, if Peterson is there at 2 and he becomes that alpha scoring wing that scouts think he can be, the 3-level scorer at the rack,
25
mid-range
points per game when he gets going into the heart of his career or more.
And he can create his own shot. It's not like he has to be set up and hit set threes.
No, crossover off the bounce stuff. He's great at that.
I think a modern wing is what the Jazz are missing. A wing shooter. That's what I would say Darren Peterson is. So I think Utah's been stuck in the middle way too long of the draft. And now you've got the number 2 pick. And look, Caleb Wilson could be the best overall player long-term because of his versatility, his two-way ceiling. He's switchable on defense. He's got the length. He plays above the rim, all those things. But I think the smarter pick for the Utah Jazz, if they don't decide to go trade up one spot, and the price tag just might be too high.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to give up Ace Bailey, the 2 pick, last
And
year's
another
5
first-round pick.
and another or 2 more future first rounds.
Yeah.
To move up 1 spot when you could have Darren Peterson.
And I argue that you said that's a lot to move up 1 spot, and it's the biggest spot in the entire draft. I picked number 1. It's the biggest move. I mean, you obviously got to pay a lot to do it.
I think the Jazz, they probably could have snuck AJ and probably been a little bit more, lesser of a price tag if you didn't go to college at BYU where Ryan Smith is alumni.
Yeah.
Like, there's just too many tie-ins as to why the Jazz would be willing to try to move up a spot.
That's right.
And Ryan Smith staying up at night trying to figure out what it's going to take to get AJ DeBonza. But Darren Peterson is a very nice consolation prize if that price tag is too high. And I just think it might be too high. If I'm Washington, I got the Jazz right where I want them.
Yeah.
And maybe they'll pay it.
Maybe.
And I'll probably rejoice if they do.
Yeah.
And be like, why not? Give it a shot. The state loves AJ DeBonza.
Yeah.
All right. One more?
No, that's it.
In the books, would you rather on a Wednesday, getting you into the middle of the work week. Thanks for waking up with us. Hopefully the ghosts are out of the studio. Haven't had the ghosts floating around the studio for a long
Let's
time.
see if they're here.
I hope not, Paulie.
I hope not either. I'm scared.
Yeah, I'm scared to go to a break. Hey, today's show brought to you by Soda Diet and Nutrition. Go to Soda, SOTA, Diet and Nutrition. If you want something different, everybody seems shot. Like, get a shot, lose some weight. You want to eat real food the right way, the right portions. This is not a calorie counting meal plan. This is stuff you go get from the grocery store. This is a nutritionist taking you by the hand, and you get a spring promotion right now. You want to let go of a few pounds? Well, this is what you do. You sign up right now, and your partner joins for free, so they can do it with you. They can push you. You can push them. Just food. It's not pills. It's not injections. And they'll personalize your body, your goals. Man, you're going to lose 3 to 5 pounds a week. And you can go read their over 9,000 reviews from real clients. You'll stay full. You'll have energy. You'll feel in control. You don't guess what to eat. It's not a generic meal plan. And the Soda Weight Loss is the full coaching, all the structure, the deep transformation for real lasting results. I'm down 10 pounds. That was my goal. Just 10 to lose. Got it done in 3 weeks. If I can do it, you can do it too. Go to sodadietandnutrition.com. Think about where you'll be in 90 days from right now. Sodadietandnutrition.com. If you're old school, like Paulie, and you want to pick up the telephone, 866-800-SOTA. That's 866-800-SOTA. We'll be right back. Yeah, back in the saddle again, trying to get the kinks worked out. We're having satellite.
No, we're still having problems.
Satellite and log issues this morning. TA's working on it. We're with tech support right now, so
right.
heading in the right direction.
That's right.
The big headlines today: OKC Thunder win 127-114 over the Spurs last night in Game 5 in the West. Knicks, of course, await the series winner in the finals. They're partying since it's 1999. Last time the Knicks were in the finals. So they're all fired up in New York and Madison Square Garden. Going to be rocking in the finals for sure. And then, Paul, you and I were down there last night. TA thought about coming. She ended up never making it down.
I know.
And
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
And we got a treat as the Brooms were out, and the Vegas Golden Knights sweep the Colorado Avalanche. And we've kind of talked about how nobody saw that coming, but maybe we should have. That's 13 straight President Cup teams that have failed to win the cup. Best record in the regular season.
Yeah.
It's happened 13 times where they have not won Lord Stanley's. 13. Lucky 13.
That's right.
That is more than a streak.
That's right.
You win 13 baseball games in the big leagues, or 13 straight in the NFL, or 13 straight in the NBA. That is a heck of a streak.
That is.
Now, I mean, if it's 4, if it's 5, if it's 6, you're like, yeah, whatever. 13, you're kind of going,
It's more than a coincidence there. That's a trend.
It's like the curse of the great Bambino.
Like Paulie could ride a bike.
But hockey style.
Paulie could ride a bike and chew gum by age 13. Like, that's a long time. That takes a long time, a lot of training.
Yes.
To chew gum, walk, tie your shoe, and ride a bike. Paulie had it all down by 13.
I did.
You know,
I was a multitasker.
Tara was doing it at 6, but that's okay. That's
right.
to each their own.
Everyone's
Everybody
on their own
progresses
path.
differently.
Yes.
And for Colorado, they are gone fishing, as Kenny and Charles and the boys on TNT like to say.
Fishing in the dark.
Yeah. So those are your big stories in sports. I think people are starting to get fired up for World Cup. There's the French Open going on. There's some other things. We're getting right down to the summer where you got NASCAR, golf, and baseball. As soon as the NHL and the NBA wrap up their championship playoffs, you get down to kind of the big three, and we will still be covering it. But summertime is coming in the STG. It's starting to warm up a little bit this weekend. It's supposed to get up in the. What are we going to touch triple digits in the next week here? I'm not in a hurry.
No.
It's been a really nice spring.
Nice. Yeah.
Been a.
Get hot.
I'm hoping if we can just chill around 100, 105 all summer, I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's
it's
good.
those 112, 115 days. Of course, it's a dry heat. Paul, my friend, always reminds me it's a dry heat,
right.
Devin. There's not a lot of.
You hear that a lot.
Well, if you've ever been to North Carolina, Virginia, or New York in the summer, there's a lot of humidity.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Even Florida.
Yeah,
You
it's
get that
muggy down there.
East Coast
really
humidity,
muggy,
where you literally, go out of your house in the
sweat.
summer for an hour, and then you got to go take a shower again before you leave your house again for the next hour.
That's right. That is a true thing.
Not the case here in the STG. Okay. I wanted to dive into this a little bit because I felt like we kind of skipped over this a little bit at the end of the show yesterday.
Oh, all region.
The all-region baseball came out.
This would be great.
And I wanted to start right at the top. Your MVP of the regular season, none other than Trayvon of Snow Canyon.
Nice. Well deserved.
I felt like, I think I said it during one of the broadcasts, that I felt like maybe I was interviewing Coach or something at the end of it all. I can't remember where I said this, but I felt like Trayvon or Cade Kelts had to be the regular season MVP, but Bridger Larson was probably the state tournament MVP, if that makes sense.
I think McGavro was. Who else
with the
broke their
broken
jaw
jaw.
and played on? Yeah.
That's right. But for the region MVP, 505 average, 10 home runs, tickled the record for the state RBI record was 60. He ended the season. I think that ties the state record at 60. I'll double check that.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure that is the case. But what a season for Trayvon, batting in the heart of that order for the Snow Canyon Warriors, and he delivered all season long and throughout the tournament. So I think he's very well deserving of the MVP.
Some of the postseason numbers from state. Bridger Larson, 17 out of 25, 680, 4 home runs, 19 RBIs, 13 runs scored. He pitched 6 2/3 innings, gave up 0 earned runs, and had 11 strikeouts. Like, I mean, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Talon Hansen hits 484 the final week of the season. PJ Hancock hits 571 up there. Trey Vaughn hit 478. Cade Kelch goes 16 of 26 the final week of the season during bracket play. Hit 615 with 2 home runs.
And he did. Trey Vaughn tied the all-time state record that was set in 2003 by James Beasley at Westridge with 60 RBIs. He tied the state record.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's well deserving of not only the player of the year in Region 9, but really a player of the year in the state of Utah type consideration for this kid.
Yeah. And look, it kind of got overshadowed how good Harmon Skeen and Desert Hills really was because they came up short. They take game 1, Snow Canyon takes game 2 and 3, and now they are loaded up on the all-region team. And Harmon Skeen goes 13 of 19. Well, when we watched him play, he goes 13 of 19 up there at the state tournament.
Yeah, that's big time. And was walked
Couple home
intentionally a few
runs.
times, hit by pitch. I mean, he found his way on base just about every time. It was crazy.
I think he had 3 home runs. I mean,
Yeah.
just incredible. Just incredible.
Great week for him.
Oh, yeah. So your MVP is Trey Vaughn of Snow Canyon High School, and I don't think you can really. I mean, I know Harmon has a great year, but they finished 3rd in the region standings. And the batting average, the injury, yes, the home run, 2nd all time, 16, incredible. But your pitcher of the year this year goes to Cale Esplin.
Yeah,
He was very reliable and very clutch.
he was.
And look, Cale Sr., I think it's Mike Esplin, former football coach's youngest son.
Yeah, 2-sport athlete.
Mm-hmm.
He's a great athlete and great pitcher. I mean, they went to him in the game where all those regulars were out. He was the guy that was kind of the steadying force on the mound for him that night with so many JV guys and different starters. Found a way to make it happen.
Yeah, yeah. So Trayvon is your MVP. Cale Esplin is your pitcher of the year. Then Snow Canyon lands these guys on first team, Paulie. Cade Kelch, Braden McGavero, Bridger Larson, PJ Hancock, Talon Hansen, Zach Beck, and Trent Chris. So your other 2 stud pitchers, well, 3 of them, because PJ pitches 2, and McGavero does. Bridger did. Zach and Trent are just basically exclusively pitchers. But that is a loaded state championship caliber team. They go do it, they get the job done, and they are loaded up on MVP, pitcher of the year, and all those guys make first team.
Awesome.
Second team Warriors, Jagger McGavero, Diesel Lee, Logan Ross. Man, I felt bad for Logan Ross during that state tournament.
Yeah.
Breaking his hand, couldn't go. Leadoff guy, but Porter Campbell came up clutch. He still was an integral part of this team. He was in the dugout when the Ridgeline the umpires during the Ridgeline game said somebody's getting tossed. He took it for the team because he was injured. Ridgeline coach is like, wait a minute, you can't eject him. He's not even playing. But they just said somebody's got to go. And so he's like, I'll go, and that was huge because instead of Cade Kelch probably getting ejected, it ended up being Logan Ross, and he wasn't in the lineup. Much to Coach Jensen's dismay for Ridgeline on that wild Wednesday night game. Your honorable mention, Snow Canyon, first team all region, second team. Now we get to the honorable mention. Porter Randall, Milo Ince. Those are the only 2 that make honorable mention. But I'm glad Porter got the nod there. And Milo's an upperclassman, ran a lot, played a little bit early in the season, played a little bit late, valuable. You need guys like Milo that has a role, fulfills it, and helps you win a state championship.
He's a key piece in he's a key cog in the machine that makes it run for Snow Canyon. So I like that. Yeah.
Yep. Any omissions? Anything you see there with that first team from Snow Canyon? I think it's pretty good the way they've got the Warriors first, second, and honorable mention.
Yeah.
I don't have much to disagree
Not
with
gripes.
there.
No, I think it's a good list.
First team for Crimson all region, Tyler Ransom.
Yeah.
Texas A&M future Aggie. He'll be back for his senior year, though. He's only a junior. Just graduates next spring, class of 2027. You got Austin Smith. What a state tournament Austin had. Paul, you were singing his praise every time he was seeming like he was swatting a double in the gap or something.
That's right. He had a hell of a state tournament run.
Yeah. The Jack Boyer, the freshman.
Another he's going to be one of the better players for years. I mean, he's going to be an all-region guy not only this year, but probably the next 3 years after this.
Jack Boyer seems like the real deal to me, man.
Yeah.
I mean, to start on Snow Canyon, Desert Hills, or Crimson in this case as a freshman, that's not an easy lineup to crack. And Boyer not only cracked it, he led him and hit him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this kid, I was so impressed with the way he is in the dugout, doing bat boy duty, cleaning up, rah. Goes about his business. He's kind of a utility guy. You can move him around. Like this kid, the sky is the ceiling for the babyface Boyer. Ricardo Navarro and Sam Chappell round out Crimson's first team. Second teamers for Crimson: Madden Smith, Ray Bennett, Cutter Christensen, Riker Taylor. And then honorable mention for Crimson: Mason Burbage, Quinn Chesnick, Mason Anderson, and Jamison Thornock.
All right. I like the list.
Anderson was hurt.
Yeah.
Kind of a bummer. Then he came back. He just wasn't sharp late. Chesnick had one really good state tournament performance,
he
though.
did.
And Thornock likewise.
Yeah.
The Desert Hills first teamers: Harmon Skeen, Asher Williams, Isaac Swanson, Hoyt Atkin.
Yeah. Good list as well. I don't have really many disagreements with the submissions we've had.
Second teamers for Desert Hills: Briggs Fillmore, Roa Wall, Jax Tolman. Roa really was coming on at the end of the season. He had to be borderline first team.
Yeah. He was scorching hot at the end of the year.
And then honorable mention: Kobe Smith, Keithan Dove, and Cohen Fuller.
Freshman.
Is Cohen Fuller not worthy of second team? I thought he was, especially how he played up at bracket play. But I know he's a freshman, and Asher Williams kind of stole some of the freshman headlines. But, man, those two, same class. I mean, Jagan Levitt's got to be licking his chops for the next 3 years building around those two guys.
Yeah, he's got to be real excited to have that
Some
core returning.
dudes.
Yeah.
Some dudes. Cedar, you look at their first team, they got Carver Tom and Carson Duncan, Peyton Ludlow, and Colton Johnson. Shout out to the Cedar boys. The second teamers: Ty Rowley, Kean Carroll, Colin Corey, Gavin Mackert, and Brent Martin. And then the Cedar honorable mentions: Danny Sherez and Maddox Giles.
Wow.
Then you look at and I know I'm taking forever on this, but there's a lot of kids. I don't want to get all their names in there. Pineview. You look at the first teamers for Pineview: Porter Campbell and Tristan Sylvester. Poe had a great season.
Yeah.
And then you had Parker Heath, Raiden Hunt, Ryan DeWitt. There were second teamers. And then Cash Cisneros was honorable mention. And I feel like Cash was kind of the glue guy for that Pineview team for a lot of the year. And I know Hunt had some big moments. And look, Porter Campbell's a dude. And he was hot. But I loved what Cisneros the season he had. I feel like that might have been a little low for him, but it's tough. There's a lot of good players in our region. Dixie first teamers: Weston Gilmore and Hudson Wright, as well as Johnny McGuire. Hudson Wright's a sophomore.
Yeah. Young guy.
Yeah.
Going to be playing for 2 more years for Dixon.
And Gilmore is back for his senior year. He was only a junior this year. So they got two of their first teamers back.
They got some dudes. Yeah.
Dixie also got a couple guys on the second team in Tristan Munson and Max Larkin and Cannon Turley, as well as Jordan Andreas.
Nice.
She makes second team all region.
Okay. That's cool. She was nails on the mound this year.
Unbelievable story. I love that story. And she'll be back. I believe she's just a junior, unless she wants to go play for USA baseball or something. I mean, I would assume she would be back. I mean, I think she wants to play college baseball. I think there's one Division I female playing college baseball right now in the country. And I think she could be the next one. she can come in and make you look silly with her movement on her pitches, and she's got good velo. She's sitting in the mid 80s. Like she's not up there throwing 62 mile an hour, junk balls.
That's right.
She's got some velo.
She can rep it. Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Louis Franco, Beckham Webb, Crew Pryor, Benson Platt, Carson Espley, also honorable mention there for Dixie. And then last but not least, Hurricane Tigers. They don't get as many because they won 2 region games this year. So then they get 1 on the first team. That went to Parker Selby. They got second team. No, I'm sorry. They only got 1 on the second team, and that was Parker Selby. And then they got on the first team John Raditz, who set the all-time strikeout record this year in a career for Hurricane baseball. And then they got 2, Joey Monty and Carson Goebel. They were honorable mention. Monty, if you looked at his stats, now he had guys pull away from him for a long time. He was like top 6 in batting average in the region.
Yeah, that's right.
And yet you only win 2 games. You don't get as many slots. If Hurricane goes and wins, second or third in the region, he might be a first teamer. But instead, you only have 5 total slots between first, second, and so he gets bumped down to their honorable mention. I think he's a better hitter than that.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
That's your complete list broke down by school. Again, your MVP, Trey Vaughn. And then, of course, pitcher of the year, Cale Esplin. Snow Canyon state champs as they win in the best of 3 series over D Hills. All right, Tara, do we dare take a break?
We do, yeah. Let's take a break.
Cool. We'll take a break. We've got some soccer coaches coming in. Mark and Crystal are going to be in talking about the new GA that's forming in Southern Utah. So if you're a parent of a soccer player or got kids that are interested in getting into soccer, we're gonna take a little educational journey into Girls Academy. GA is what it stands for, and talk with the coaches when we come back. It's The Drive on the Fan Sports Network. Hey, we're back, everybody. Thanks for locking us in. And man, oh man, love having you wake up with us here on the Fan Sports Network, hanging out in the Finley Hyundai Studios. $1,000 gas card if you get a new car between now and Saturday. Brand new Hyundai Elantra, 58 miles per gallon. You want the Palisade? You can get the Tucson. Paulie would look good in the Santa Fe. Right, Paulie?
Yeah,
All
absolutely.
that leg room for a big guy like yourself.
That's right. Need the leg room.
Any car, they got some great incentives going on right now, but Finley's throwing in $1,000 gas card. They've seen the prices of the pump, so they want to get down the road. They'll get you a couple months of gas, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Unless you're a soccer coach, and you're a soccer coach in Southern Utah.
Or a soccer mom.
Yeah. Or a parent of any athlete, really. Then it won't go as far as you'd like it to. We've got a couple, Mark Weston and Crystal Soderquist joining us in studio, right? And it got some exciting news. And Crystal, this is kind of brand new to St. George. We are going to get GA teams right here in St. George, and I think it's pretty exciting.
It is.
What are people saying? What's the latest and greatest? What can you tell us about GA, how it started, and where we're going in Southern Utah?
Yeah, so the Girls Academy League started just after COVID, and it's in a response to a high-level platform that's geared towards female athletes. And that's what's awesome. If you're following the U.S. Women's National Team, Emma Hayes has come over from Chelsea. She's done an amazing job, but she's very focused on the female athlete and soccer through that lens of working through their bodies, as a holistic player development, and that's what the GA is focused on as well. They do have different tiers. They have their Desert Premier League that feeds into their GA Aspire League, which is where we've been accepted. And then that feeds into the top tier platform, which is the GA. And this is where they take you and put you in regions and conferences, and we're in the Mountain West Conference. And then we will travel throughout Utah, Nevada, and Arizona for those games.
Oh,
And
nice.
we play high-level clubs that have been they had to apply and be accepted into this. So as 7 Elite, we applied, we've been accepted, and now we get to play these high-level clubs in our region throughout the year. Our season is November through May,
Okay.
and
Wow.
we get to have home games and get to travel to these fixtures. So
What,
very excited about that.
what's the response been so far? Mark, has it been overwhelming? Everybody excited about this move? I know it's brand new. A lot of people still learning about it, but what's the response been from your standpoint?
For the most part, it's been a lot of education for parents. We've never had anything like this in Southern Utah before on this level because the GA is club wide. We need a team in every single age group in order to cover
Make it
that.
happen.
And so it's education for parents. What is it? Why is it important? Why is this different than just playing in our local leagues and things like that? So more than anything, it's been an education process.
Right. And what is the college recruitment like? I mean, so I come from softball, right? And so these tournament teams, like your PGF qualifiers and all of this stuff, that is where all of your college recruiters go, is to these big tournaments. So I'm guessing your academy is kind of that same tier that you're getting these girls exposed, and all of the college recruiters are coming to these big tournaments.
Yep. So you have your regional play that college coaches will come to. They also have showcases, regional and national showcases, and there's college coaches all over.
All over. Yeah.
It's been a great response from them, and it keeps growing. I think they said D1 was up 30%.
Wow.
Of college coaches going. I don't quote. I'll have to look that up, but it's 65 for D2 and lower.
Okay.
There's a lot of recruitment coming from the GA, and there's been a lot of call-ups
Right.
to the national youth for the U.S. So,
And Mark, you said you need every age group covered for 7 Elite Academy. How many teams is that total?
That's U13 through U18.
Okay.
So U is under 13 through U18. So what is that? 5 teams? Six teams.
Yeah.
And so the teams, when we go and travel to Salt Lake or something like that, the entire club travels together and we play that
fun.
club for the weekend. And so it's a really cool atmosphere
Yeah.
where the coaches can work together, where the girls can see each other play, and just really, I love the idea of that cohesion, and
Right.
the club is in this together.
The camaraderie and yeah.
Exactly. And if we're all doing our job, then the club moves up. And when the club moves up and we are recognized in Southern Utah, more for our soccer because we have great soccer here.
Yeah.
I can tell you from coaching for a long time that we go to other places and teams think that they're just going to wipe us out because we're from some little burg
Little town.
in southern Utah. And then they just get beat,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
and they're surprised. They're surprised.
I think we've noticed the last, I don't know, decade or so that Southern Utah has kind of caught up with Northern Utah in soccer. We've seen, and we saw the Crimson Boys last year win a state championship. We saw the Snow Canyon girls this last fall win a state championship. I know that's just 4A, but we're starting even at the high school level, start to win some state titles. We had Desert Hills and Crimson's boys both make the semis again this year. And there's still room to grow from here forward as well. And if there's parents out there listening, or you get your little brother or your cousin or, you know, guy in your neighborhood just loves soccer, what do they need to know today about tryouts and if they want to get their kids involved in Girls Academy?
So if you go to 7eliteacademy.com, our tryouts are on there for Southern Utah. The GA schedule's on there as well. You register, and we're starting June 1st for tryouts. A lot of people are out of town, so as long as you're registered and then reach out to us and let us know, we can set up a tryout after June 1st. We just can't do anything before.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah.
tryouts will start next Monday.
How about a league that has an advisory panel that's made up of players where you could take their opinions? I've never really heard of a league taking the view from players and getting their vision. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's the only one.
Yeah, I've
the
never
nation
heard of that
that's doing
before.
that. Yeah, and that's what's really cool is looking through what they have done in such a short amount of time, right?
Yeah.
It's been 5-6 years. And how they've grown. They just added a U11, U12 this fall. It will start as well for these pathways to come through. But being able to take the player and the parent and the coach and put it into the best possible. Soccer isn't perfect. No sport is here.
Sure.
Especially youth soccer, right?
Yeah.
But what we've seen from this and what they're building and how it is player development focused. And then there are coaching requirements that we're required to do as well. And so that keeps that high level focus and on that player development. It's a fantastic.
So basically, just creating the best version of each individual player is the goal of the GA.
Absolutely.
Well, one of the major goals, I'd say.
Absolutely. Yeah, as a holistic approach,
Yeah.
right? As the athlete and the person.
Sure.
So say there's a parent out there, Mark, and they've got a 12-year-old boy, and he's on a club team already, but he's not in 7 Elite. So can he come play GA and be on or excuse me, I should say a 12-year-old girl. This is Girls Academy, Devin. I was just trying to throw a circumstantial question out there, and I backfired on me big time. But you get the point. So how does the club passing sharing players work? If parents really love their coach they're playing with right now, they're already with the club, but they're interested in this and getting better and growing their kids, experience and development, like Crystal was talking about.
Yeah. Well, the GA is completely separate from the local league. Okay. So you could play the local league with the coach that you love and stay there and still come try out for the GA. It would be a lot of soccer for kids.
Yeah.
But really it's a lot of work for parents. The kids love it, right?
Yeah.
Kids just want to play. And so because they're completely separate leagues, it's an easy add-on
if you wanted to try
or
out
extra and try it out. Come to tryouts to see what that looks like. See what kind of coaching we have available for them.
What are you expecting for tryouts? Tryouts start June 1st and go through June 4th. There'll be tryouts at Little Valley and Sullivan Park, it looks like. I'm looking at the schedule here. You got stuff going on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way through the 4th. If you go to, again, like Crystal said, 7, eliteacademy.com, 7eliteacademy.com. You can go to schedule in St. George and you can see the dates and times for your age group. How do you know how to categorize your daughter in an age group? So if she's 13, she's playing U12 or U13?
Well, there's actually a calculator on there because the age.
Where's the
groups have changed.
calculator?
If you go to if you scroll down, it'll say calculate your age group.
Yeah.
Because
that's always the
confusing.
screwy
Depends.
thing.
Were
Yes.
you born in January or October? It kind of depends on your birthday.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, age group
Yep, you
calculator.
found it,
Look
you
at
found
this.
it. You got
See,
it,
they've
buddy.
thought of everything.
See, Devin can do hard things now.
I can do hard things, yeah. So
But can they play up too? If they're good enough, they
can play up. You cannot play down.
You can't play
Okay.
down. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
All the 16-year-olds are playing down in the 12U.
What is the number one question you're getting right now about GA, Mark? Is there a certain question you're hearing over and over that you felt like you've had to repeat yourself on repeat?
Well, the number one thing is how much travel are we talking? And
cost and all of that.
It's actually compared to my local team, we would do tournaments all the time, and we would have to travel outside of town. And so my personal opinion is going to be about the same, maybe a little bit more, maybe one more trip than my local club team would make. Because when we go to travel to Salt Lake, we actually do a double header. We play a Saturday night and a Sunday
Nice.
with two different clubs. So we're taking care of 2 for 1.
Yeah.
And then 2 clubs will travel to Southern Utah and play us again Friday night, Saturday night, or Saturday night, Sunday, whatever we work out.
Whatever the schedule is. Yeah.
So it's always been travel.
Right. Well, and as a club parent, if you have ever had a child play club ball of any kind, travel is involved. That's just kind of part of it.
Yeah. And what I've done is in the past, when I've done this for another program, we always had to work out a way that maybe the family can't come, but that player can come.
Yeah.
And so we always have 2, maybe 3 mom chaperones that can take 3, 4, 5 girls, however many they need to, so that everybody can.
Everybody has a ride.
And the family doesn't have to feel like they're locked in. And then as a club, we're going to try and live stream every single game, so everybody can watch.
I love that.
And they maybe can't be there in person, but they can watch
But you can still see.
Crystal, what would a good tryout look like next week? Hundreds of kids? I don't know the number. Is there a number? Like, you've envisioned this going really well, and you get, every team is covered, and you have 20 kids on each roster. I mean, what would perfect look like for GA in Southern Utah?
For a coach, there's no cap, right? As many as you can see from across all of the clubs here in Southern Utah are going to help that grow. Because even if your player comes and they still want to play with their other club and they choose to do GA Aspire with 7 Elite, when they go back to that team and they're practicing, they're raising the level and the bar there. And so that's where every single female athlete here or female soccer player is going to grow from this experience. But we would love to see 50 plus for each age group so that we can see the whole talent through Southern Utah, because there's some great players out there.
I love it. I love it. Mark Weston, Crystal Soderquist in studio with us here, talking about GA Southern Utah. Kind of important to get off the ground running and get every team filled. I mean, is there pressure from the top to really get this done and really grow this quickly? Because this is a league that's really grown since, you said, COVID. So it's grown really fast, and now a lot of people are jumping on board with it. And this is like right there below ECNL. I mean, is it considered like catching that league a little bit, or what are your thoughts on that?
Yes, and ECNL has been around for a long time, and it has the boys and girls side of it. And that's what's awesome about the Girls Academy is it is focused centrally on that female player, and through the lens of their bodies are different.
Right.
Their mental and physical are all completely different from the male. And so having those resources put into that female athlete and what's best for them for mobility and for injury. Like, we see a lot of certain ACL and concussions in females. And so it's helping to grow that game for them, and then get celebrating them. They do ID talent camps, and they're finishing up those right now. And so it's fun to watch their posts about all the individual players that not only are the teams being recognized and merit-based, and you get to move up through the ranks, but these players are recognized as well for their skill and their dedication.
That is cool. I love that.
Yeah, good stuff. Anything else to add before we let you guys go? Thanks for coming in.
No, I think I'm good. I would just say that this is a big bite of the apple for 7 Elite, and they are really putting it out there to bring this to Southern Utah and elevating the whole game for everybody.
Love it.
So good job from them.
Love it. 7 Elite Academy, GA tryouts June 1st through the 4th.
Yes.
You look like you have something to add.
I do. I just want to say, at the same thing of where you said, it's a big undertaking, and it is something that we do need. It's not just for 7 Elite. This is for Southern Utah. 7 Elite is the host for it, absolutely. But we want all of those players that want to play at a higher level, that want to grow and develop at a faster rate. This is the platform for you. And we invite you to just come try it out. To try out, see if it's a good fit for you, if you enjoy the coaches, the atmosphere, the players, and see if if it's the right fit for your player.
All right. Love it. Crystal, Mark, good to see you. Join one of the fastest growing youth soccer academies in Utah. And GA is coming to St. George Trouts again next Monday, June 1st through the 4th. Go to 7eliteacademy.com. That's number 7, eliteacademy.com. You guys have been great. Thanks for coming in. Hope that was educational. Get your soccer players to the tryouts. We got to take a break. We'll be right back. Hard to love, hard to love. This
Sing it, baby.
This should be my theme song for my wife. I'm hard to love.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. I never stop talking. She has to put up with
It's
me.
impossible to go anywhere with you.
We just celebrated 23 years together. She's been singing Lee Bryce's song
right.
about me.
Yes.
Yeah. She probably sent him the lyrics.
Right? Yeah.
She wrote the
She
song.
actually wrote it.
Yeah.
She's the ghostwriter.
Oh man, definitely outkicked my coverage on that one.
There you did, buddy. She's a saint.
We are hanging out. It's fun to have Coach Mark and Coach Crystal in. We love shedding light on local sports. Like sounds like it's a big deal. They really want to build this out, and they want to get as many kids out to these tryouts as they can, and put good products on for Southern Utah, for the state of Utah, for 7 Elite. I thought I did ask one good question, even though I screwed it up because I didn't know how the guest playing or the club passes works. But you can still play your local leagues, and then go play if you make it. So you go try out, go see if it's a good fit. Like Crystal said, go see if you have fun, you like the coaching, if you think your kid will improve.
I love the sole focus just on the female athletes.
Yeah,
that makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a girl dad. I got 3 daughters. Yeah. So, and my youngest is going to be playing GA, and I'm excited. I think me and my wife are both excited to see. She does have a goal. She wants to play, high level soccer. She wants to play high school soccer. She wants to play club soccer. She wants to. I mean, she's already been like, "What if I were to go to college? What college would I go to?" And for some crazy reason, she watched a UCLA game, and I don't know if it's changed now, but she was like, I think I'll go to UCLA. I'm like, well, that's a good goal. I mean, nothing wrong with, the Big Ten and UCLA. I don't know how their soccer.
Nothing wrong with that.
Probably look up UCLA soccer record.
I'm looking up their
softball and
tuition.
baseball, I know, is great.
Look up the out-of-state tuition.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now.
I need to know how many pennies to put in the jar every day.
I know University of Tampa was $80,000 a year
For out-of-state tuition?
Yes.
The University of Tampa?
Yeah.
What?
Ridiculous, huh?
Pretty wild.
So
Sounds like your daughter's not going there.
no, I think she decided on the U.
Tuition's significantly less to stay and stay at the U, right?
Yeah, yep, it is.
Andy's smart. She's probably got some schollies.
She does, yeah. She got a bunch of scholarships, but not $80,000 a year.
No. We are live. Some of the top stories out there. Of course, Knights win last night. Paulie and I jumped down to Game 4 last night and saw the brooms out. Stone got the party started 5 minutes in, and then they added a goal late to win 2-1 over Colorado to sweep the President's Trophy winning club that's known as the Colorado Avalanche.
That's right. Resounding win it was.
And look, pleasantly surprised. Like, I think we all had the Knights in 6 or 7 before the series started with our pick. I think we all had 7, if I'm not mistaken.
I
on
think
that.
so.
We were like, this is going to be a grind, but we did have the Knights. I didn't think it would be a sweep. Never did I think it would be a sweep. I didn't think we'd win the first 2 in Colorado.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't surprised after the 3-0 start.
Right.
It was the comeback that shocked Paulie.
Yeah.
When they blew the 3-0 lead.
Yes.
Yeah.
It did shock me. I thought they were gassing
He told
up
us
the
to not
Bayliner.
be salty. The game was done, so.
Yeah. But notice
Peeling the curtain back on our chats here.
Yeah.
It's like the Epstein files. I'm going to publish all of Paulie's chats.
The Knights will now wait for the Canes and the Habs. It's 2-1. They're Game 4 tonight, right?
Yes.
Game 4 tonight in Montreal.
Should be 6 o'clock Mountain.
Usually they're all, they've kind of been, now that we're in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, they've all been about 6 o'clock start, just alternating days.
Yes. TNT gets it tonight, so you will see them from the Bell Center.
Pretty remarkable for the Golden Knights to reach their 3rd cup. They're going to have another shot. They've already won 1. They've already lost 1. This is kind of the rubber match to get a 2nd cup in 9 years. I mean, who would have thought? I guess Bill Foley maybe when he brought the team to Vegas and got with Gary Bettman and started the expansion talks. I mean, this is probably what he dreamed about.
Yeah.
But to have so much success so quickly, their 9th banner with the Western Conference Championship going in the rafters. 1 Stanley Cup, looking for a 2nd. And I don't know who I would prefer. The Habs can slow it down and check and play physical. The Canes seem more experienced.
Their goal is insane.
Yeah, the Canes seem a little more experienced, want to go with a little more tempo, outshoot you a little bit more.
Yeah.
The shot differential in Game 3 was astronomical. I think the Habs only had like 14 shots on goal the whole game, and yet it was tied 2-2 for the longest of times.
Yeah.
Well, the Canes are going to be this team that's going to muck it up in the neutral zone. They're going to forecheck like crazy. Their penalty kills one of the best, if not the best in the league. I'll check on that.
I think their PK is the best.
Number 1, it was last last year. It's been the last few years. So the Knights on the power play and the special teams are going to have to be good if it's the Canes, because the penalty kill of the Canes is very good and the power play of the Canes is very good.
So do you think the Knights prefer the Habs over the Canes?
I would think so. Yes.
I mean, the Habs had to go 7 and then go grueling 7. And this one feels like it could go 7. If they win tonight and even they make it a best of 3 series, it feels like. And when was the last time a Canadian team won the Cup? I mean, is all of Canada going to be rooting for Montreal?
Michael.
I mean, are even Maple Leafs going to be rooting for?
I want to say it's 1993, but I'm
It's
going
been
to
longer
time.
than the Knicks playing in the finals.
Yeah.
93.
It was 93.
It was 93, yeah.
I mean, it has been a long time for a Canadian team.
I was born in 93 and I'm 32 now. So it's been
32
32 years. So wow. What are the Knicks and the Canadian teams in the NHL been on an amazing drought for titles.
It's kind of nice to have some fresh blood in there.
Yeah, it is. I like the Habs, honestly. Cole Caulfield,
I would
Suzuki,
rather see them in it.
They're a fun team to watch. That Slavkovsky with that twirl and drag
I love
earlier we saw.
Slavkovsky.
So
I mean,
he has some filthy goals
he
too.
does.
I mean,
I like that.
Does Canada's Cup drought get overblown a little bit? Because Montreal won it 93, like you said.
Yeah.
We've seen Edmonton play for it. We've seen Montreal play for it back in 21. Ottawa played for it. Vancouver played for it in 2011. We've seen some teams play for the Cup, but not win the Cup.
Yeah.
I mean, and look, I don't want to overblow it, but if from Canada's perspective, I got to believe like this gets talked about quite a bit, and that is their main sport, right?
It is, yeah.
Like
It is.
what Canada, like curling and hockey.
And ice fishing.
Box lacrosse is pretty big in Canada.
What's the thing with the dogs where the Ditterods?
Oh my gosh, not that.
Iditarod, yeah.
Is that big in Canada?
No,
don't
that's
know.
like Alaska, I think.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Well, it looks cold and they have sleds
Yeah,
on
Iditarod
snow.
is in Alaska. but-
Hey, Canada is beautiful. Have you ever seen Banff?
yeah.
Like that's on my top 5 places to go visit right now in the
Wow.
summer.
Okay.
Banff. I want to go play Banff golf course and stay at the haunted hotel.
That's
There you
right.
go.
Okay.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, go hiking, biking, golfing.
Yeah, golfing.
Paulie loves that.
Yeah, I like a little golfing.
Oh my!
Gonna golf today.
I know. The question of the day:
Uh-oh, I knew this would come up. I
Here we
just
go.
didn't
How
know
many
when.
golf balls
Yes,
is Paul
here
going
How
we
to
go.
many golf balls
You took it right out of his mouth.
does Paulie lose?
Do we have an over and under?
Yeah, I
If
think
you're listening, Milt, I've got your bag, your Walmart bag of golf balls. I'm going to bring them with me. So that gift will be used today.
actually there's more. Here are the questions for Paulie's golf round.
All right, here we go.
How many golf balls will he lose?
All right.
How many golf balls will he lose total and per hole? And then does he actually finish every hole? Does he actually hole out and play a full 18 holes of golf?
I think he was already planning on not finishing.
Yeah.
How are you going to get any better?
I mean,
Whack it and run. Be like Eric Burns.
Yeah. I mean, I wish I could confidently play around, but 18 holes is going to be tough. I think I could.
Are we actually playing 18 or 9?
I don't play just 19. Like
Stupid question.
Yeah, I'm an
Dikembe
idiot.
Mutombo, that
I
one.
am an idiot.
I mean, so here, peel back the layers here. So we were talking about as a staff,
Yeah.
our show,
Camaraderie.
and Caden, who's with us here on the Fan Sports Network. We were talking about we all should go golfing one of these days.
Yeah.
So we're actually taking the video cameras out today.
There will be some videos. Yeah.
And we're going to be bouncing around, once or twice a month this summer, and we're going to, showcase Paulie's humor.
Yes, I've got
humor.
candor,
If not his
humor.
golfing prowess.
Yes.
Also highlighting some of our favorite holes around Southern Utah.
Sure.
We're going to have some fun with this. So,
All right.
So this will be really fun. Today we are getting out to grip it and rip it. TA, if you want to leave after 9, you can.
I just didn't know what the plan was.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking watching Paulie for a full 18 might be really difficult. And now that I start to think about it, I might actually. This might be my first 9-hole round of the year.
I might not be playing after like 8 or 9, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I mean, we're gonna see how the ball's flying, baby.
What if you're hitting? What if you're a smoke show?
Oh yeah, then I'm gonna keep playing.
Okay. The odds of that, ladies and gentlemen, are astronomical.
Less than 3%.
About the same as the Dixon's winning the lotto. Yeah.
Can't win if you don't try,
That's
though,
right.
I always say.
Right.
So, you got to try.
That's right.
Try again, because I'm going to whiff a few times. I'm going to take some chunks out of the grass. So we gotta work through it. And you guys got to be tolerant. That's another thing.
Did we even get you some left-handed golf clubs?
I think we're going to have to rent a set.
We're gonna have to rent.
Oh boy.
Or
Yep.
we might
We
need
are
to
scraping
reach
the
out to
bottom of the barrel
Marco.
here.
Marco's listening.
Here's the other headlines I want to get your reaction on. Enough about Paulie's Hack Fest. I saw this. TA, you saw this too. Travis Kelce is joining the Guardians as an owner. He's purchasing a minority stake in the Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah,
Do you think he's using his money or Taylor's money?
probably Taylor's.
She's got more than him.
She does a lot more.
He is joining the Cleveland Guardians ownership group as a minority investor. He told ESPN, he told them that just this morning, today. So this is kind of breaking news. He's getting a stake in the team. He grew up watching, reconnecting with the game that he thought was going to be his pro sports career. I didn't really realize this, but Travis Kelce always wanted to be a big leaguer, not an NFL tight end.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And, he's a kid from the Heights in Cleveland. And now he's 36, and he's the latest active professional athlete to acquire an equity stake in an MLB team. Other athletes who have become minority investors in baseball teams, LeBron James, Boston Red Sox.
Okay. I know Mahomes is with the Kansas City Royals.
Yep. That was July of 2020. He became a minority owner of the Royals. Giannis Antetokounmpo has a minority in the Brewers.
Nice.
And Cade Cunningham, believe it or not, from the Pistons has minority in the Texas Rangers. Guardians are valued at around $1.7 billion.
Yeah.
In 2022, they were worth $1 billion. So they've almost doubled in the last 4 years.
Your boy Danger Russ staying loyal to Seattle. He is a partial owner of
Seattle Mariners.
the Seattle Sounders of the
Sound-
MLS.
Because I was like, I thought you were breaking more news.
No.
I did know he was part of the Sounders.
He's a part of the owner, yeah. Ovi owns
But this
piece of the
Cunningham
DC
is
United.
a Texas Rangers fan. This feels like Kelce's this is the team he grew up loving and rooting for.
Yeah.
So it feels like, this is kind of like, I don't know, a blast from the past, rekindling the old, team he grew up, rooting for. That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah.
I mean, Cleveland baseball in the 90s, they were pretty good. I remember Kenny Lofton and Jim Thome and Sandy Alomar Jr. They had a good club back in my heyday.
Yeah.
In the late 90s.
Yeah. That's right. I remember the Indians.
Yeah.
Chief Wahoo, the most iconic logo on a hat ever, I feel like. Well, at least one of them in baseball.
Yeah.
And he's gone.
He's gone.
He is gone. That's right.
Now it's the
Sad.
Guardians.
Yeah, Guardians.
The picture on the story on ESPN.com right now is I'm from Cleveland.
Yeah. His
Shirt
T-shirt
under the
says that.
jersey as he throws out a first pitch.
Nice.
So anyway, saw that.
That's
Not
pretty
a
cool.
huge story, but as a pro athlete, man, it seems like a pretty good investment nowadays to invest in a sports team. You got to do something with your money. And that sounds like a fun investment, right?
So Jordan was the full owner of the Hornets.
Correct.
Or the Bobcats when he bought them back then.
But like his
sold
NASCAR
it
team,
out.
he's co-owner with Denny Hamlin.
And his NASCAR adventure has been a lot more successful than he was in NBA
since he got
basketball.
Tyler Reddick to win every race, half the races this year. Holy smokes, Reddick at every race just looked like he's going to win.
I know.
And
He's
he
a front runner.
Came in 4th or something, didn't he? At the
At the
Coke
Oklahoma
600.
600, he had a good finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, he led for some laps. Yeah, I mean, he's just having a heck of a season.
You know who else is having a hell of a year in NASCAR?
Denny
is
Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin.
He's kind of
My
rekindled the
granddad's
old
favorite
flame.
driver. He was just telling me Denny could have won yesterday.
Oh,
on the last
he
race.
dominated stage 2.
Yeah.
I watched the Coke 600.
Yeah, you
I did
did.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I tuned in and out.
Our
In
boys
and out.
Zane Smith and Busher
Yeah.
did a pretty good job too.
Yeah, our
Nice.
friends of the show.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They come on the show before Vegas, and they're having good seasons.
Yeah.
They are.
Busher, I think, still hanging right around the top 12 in the standings.
He is, yeah. And then Zane finished 10th. He was running first for quite a while, and then he got that early entry penalty
Oh, for
and
the
dropped
pits.
cleared down to like 30th and still came back and finished 10th.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He's a good driver. I like him.
Yep, I agree. So that was the other story I wanted to get into. Obviously, there was the OKC Spurs game last night. I didn't watch the game because I was at the Knights game last night, so I just kind of saw the highlights when I got home and then a little bit this morning. But it just looked like Wemby didn't shoot it very good.
Let's see
No.
what the live odds
I think
are
he
on the
only
series.
had 19 points last night,
Yeah.
and he's been averaging 31 or something. Like, he just did not have a good night at all.
Castle has been very impressive to me, though. Stephen Castle, another kid that played for Hurley.
Yeah.
That's a young pup in the NBA. This kid looks like he's going to have a long, great NBA career.
Yeah.
That dunk he had back in was it game 2 or game 3? That dunk he had, oh my goodness. I mean, it looked like Blake Griffin in a dunk contest in an actual game, like throwing it down into the net, leaving from, I mean, that was incredible. And he had 24 and 6 last night, but it wasn't enough. If Wemby doesn't have
A huge night.
then I just don't think they can
Or
win
his
2 in a-
average night.
Like the Spurs, they're plus 350 to win the conference.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I got to win 2 in a row to get past the defending champs.
Yeah.
Who are just so good. I think they only lost 7 games all year at home. They just don't
Yeah.
lose at home. And
hard.
so that's that swing game 5.
Well, game 1, I told you that was the one they could steal on the road, and the Spurs stole it, So I thought they would have maybe done better in San Antonio than they did. But plus 350, minus 450 for the Thunder to win the series.
Wemby had 20, but only
20.
shot 27%, to your point, Tara. 4 out of 15 from the floor. Didn't hit a 3. Got most of his points on 12 of 12 from the foul line. I do love him staying with his routine, and it's almost like he's resting at the free throw line. It's very deliberate, very slow, very smart. For a guy 7'3" to just catch his breath, really take his time, slow it down. And he didn't miss a free throw last night. He's a really good free throw shooter.
Yeah.
But just 6 rebounds for Wemby. That is a really low
That's
number
pretty
for
low,
Wemby.
yeah.
After he
It
had
is.
24 in game 1 and a win, the rebounding, the adjustments OKC has made to slow Wemby down have gotten better as the series has progressed from when he had 40 and 20 in game 1.
Yeah.
I agree.
You got to give some credit to OKC. I mean, they started Chet and Hartenstein last night. Those guys combined to play 31 and 30 minutes, 18 points, and 26 rebounds combined. And if you're going to get that production from Chet Holmgren and Isaiah Hartenstein, and you're only going to get a 4 or 15 day from Wemby, it's tough. It's tough to win on the road against the defending champs.
Very tough.
So off night tonight in the association with the Knicks, wrapping things up quickly and sweeping the Cavs. Cavs played like donkey. Just ask Spider Mitchell.
Yeah. He
His
laid
words.
it out there.
And so we got to wait for Game 6 back in San Antonio. Paulie wants to go down, do the Riverwalk, see
I
Davy
like the
Crockett,
Riverwalk.
the
Yes.
Alamo,
That's right. The Alamo. That would be
have some
another spot to
good
hit.
Texas
Tex-Mex.
barbecue.
Yeah.
And Tex-Mex, too. I bet they got some good stuff down there on the Riverwalk.
Hit up some babes.
Yeah.
It's a restaurant, by the way. Not
Oh, okay.
Paul.
Oh, my goodness. If you've been with us all show long, thanks to Coach Mark and Coach Crystal that came in. They've got the Girls Academy tryouts. This is new to Southern Utah. June 1st through the 4th. If you have a daughter that plays soccer, you need to go to 7eliteacademy.com. Check out the tryout schedule. They got an age calculator. You can see if she's U14, U15, if she's 7th to 8th grade, freshman. They got they need 6 teams. So basically, what is that? 7th grade all the way to 12th grade, kind of how it calculates out. So if you have a daughter and she's playing with her normal club, she wants to keep playing there, have her go try out for this. You could do both and really work on improving and getting to go play some fun tournaments and get some different coaching. Sometimes it's nice to get coaching from multiple people, different coaches who have different viewpoints on things. So then, of course, we went through the all-region stuff. Congrats to Trayvon, your player of the year in Region 9. Cale Esplin, your pitcher of the year. Went through all the first, second, honorable mention. And then we talked a lot of Knights and a lot of OKC. How about them Vegas Golden Knights? For Tara, for Paul, we out of here. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll talk about how many golf balls Paul lost on the drive.